Future Carbon and CO2 Balance are working together to deliver carbon reduction programs for the Indian subcontinent. This short film shows the type of project that Future Carbon and CO2 Balance propose to deliver based on their existing projects in sub-Saharan Africa. Across the developing world, nearly 3 billion people use an open fire as their primary means of cooking and heating. This method is very inefficient in terms of fuel usage, with much of the heat wasted. In urban areas, the cost of firewood can have a significant impact on meagre household incomes. In more rural areas, the collection of firewood causes deforestation and exposes women and children, who collect most of the wood, to significant personal risk as they forage for fuel away from home. The World Health Organization estimate that living in a house with an unregulated fire is the equivalent of smoking 2 packets of cigarettes every day. It is estimated that 1.9 million premature deaths can be linked to this silent killer, with women and children the most at risk. At CO2 Balance, we've developed an efficient enclosed cook stove that improves efficiency in terms of wood use, reducing the typical fuel burden by 50%. The stove burns much hotter than an open fire, reducing the time to cook a meal and cutting the smoke by half. Before a project is started in a given area, the CO2 Balance team will establish a stakeholder meeting with members of the local community, local NGOs and other interested parties. This is to explain the purpose of the project and establish local support and commitment to the project. Local people are recruited to work as data collectors for a particular area. Their role is to visit households in the project area and establish a baseline for the amount of wood being used each day using traditional methods. This can vary significantly by area based on food types and cooking styles and the type of wood being used. This process continues once a project is in place to verify the continual reduction in fuel and the associated carbon saving. Households that meet the correct criteria are offered the new stoves free of charge. The stoves are delivered, installed and maintained using local contractors, providing much needed employment within the region. Once in place, the stoves create an immediate reduction in carbon emissions, typically saving 3 tonnes per stove each year that they are in use. The benefit to the household is also immediate. Fast cooking saves time, lower fuel costs saving money, less smoke leads to improved health for all of the family, especially the women and children. The stoves even make a significant saving in water as they burn so much cleaner. The African Energy Efficient Stove project, developed and managed by CO2 Balance, does a lot more than simply reduce carbon emissions. The associated social, health and welfare benefits are what contribute to its gold standard status for premium carbon credits. This expertise and experience is now offered by Future Carbon and CO2 Balance to deliver effective carbon reduction and social benefits in new project locations.